What's up guys, I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never and welcome back to another Miggles update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so as you guys can see, Mr. Miggles is currently trading at a $25.66 million market cap. And honestly, we are still just retesting this level. You can see that over like the last 3 weeks or so, we've been retesting this 25 to 26 million range. And I would like to point out that as of right now, this is actually holding up very well. And as usual, I know a lot of people are just wanting to see a Miggles explosion right now, but for example, if you come over to CoinMarketCap, you can see that Ethereum is actually down over the last week. Ethereum is down 3.1% in the last 7 days. Now, obviously, in the grand scheme of things, Ethereum has had a very nice breakout since April, though. But as I talk about in almost all my videos, it's really only the high caps that are pumping right now. For example, if you click on something like BNB, you can see that BNB actually broke its all-time high 12 hours ago, and it's down 2.5% since then. If you click on Ethereum, it's still broke an all-time high 1 month ago, and it's down less than 10%. And then obviously if we click on Bitcoin, you can see that Bitcoin broke an all-time high also 1 month ago, and it's down 7% from its all-time high. But then if you start clicking on some of the smaller projects, even something like SWI, you can see that SWI is still down 31.5% from its all-time high 8 months ago. Now if we go over and we look at the Memecoin market as an example, if we click on Dogecoin, you can see that Dogecoin is down 63.7% from its all-time high 4 years ago. Now obviously, yes, Dogecoin could be considered a little bit different because of the supply dilution. But then if we click on something like Pepe, which was a runner this cycle, you can see that Pepe is down 62.3% from its all-time high 9 months ago. And Pepe has 100% been one of the strongest meme coins this entire cycle. It has been an excellent derivative to Ethereum, except for this recent Ethereum breakout. And then the last project I want to compare it to is Toshi, because Toshi has been one of the strongest performing base meme coins. As you guys know, it was the first base meme coin to get listed on Coinbase. And after that happened, they grew into a huge community. But you can see that Toshi's actually up 33% in the last week. And that's because of Binance Futures. But even Toshi right now is down 62.9% in the last 8 months. So that's why it's extremely important to have perspective in the market. Again, I can't stress this enough. I know everyone wants to see Miggles break out. I get it. But when you are seeing even the high caps down 60%, that tells you everything you need to know. Profit rotation has not happened yet. It's that simple. You can see that Miggles is still holding on to support. That's awesome to see. But truthfully, I would not expect Miggles to break out until we at least start seeing some of the high caps breaking out. And I'm not talking about high cap cryptos. I'm talking about high cap meme coins. I do want to come over to CoinGecko real quick, and I want to show you guys the volume as I usually do. So what's very impressive to me about Miggles, and it's always been very impressive, is their volume. So you can see that their volume is 1.3 million right now. I'm not saying that's super high for Miggles specifically. However, if you compare it to something like Doginme, 1.2 million, Keycat, 1.4 million, Miggles is very competitive with both of these projects and they both have Coinbase listings. Mr. Miggles obviously does not have a Coinbase listing yet, and that's what a lot of people are still hoping for. And I'm going to continue saying the exact same thing that I've been saying for a long time. I would personally be very shocked if Mr. Miggles does not eventually get a Coinbase listing. To me personally, the whole idea that Coinbase posted Mr. Miggles on International Cat Day is a huge deal. They didn't post Toshi, they didn't post Keycat, they didn't post any of these other cat projects. They posted Miggles. And if we come over here and we take a look at the Miggles X account, they are still networking every single day. You can see on X they currently have 70.4k followers. But posts like this from Purrlabs on September 19th. The friends we made along the way, especially at the poker tables and late night fire cooking sessions. And you can see that they are just constantly building real world connections. And this is what I love to see in a project. Because you have to understand, the reality of most meme coins is that they are completely anonymous. You have no idea who is actually pulling the strings. That's not the case with Miggles. A lot of the Miggles team is doxed. So I love to see that they are constantly networking. Personally, it gives me a lot of confidence in this project. And just for any of you guys out there who are still curious, yes, this is still my favorite project on Base. Again, I understand how it feels, especially from a technical analysis standpoint. It just feels like Mr. Miggles has been bleeding and bleeding and bleeding for a very long time. But I'm here to tell you that that is the entire market right now. It is not Mr. Miggles. Truthfully, there really isn't any other way that I can say that. I challenge you right now to go look around the market. Most projects are bleeding. Even Toshi is only up 33% after Binance Futures. That right there should tell you everything you need to know. Binance Futures is huge for the Base ecosystem. Not to mention, that's a huge deal for even a project like Mr. Miggles. It just means that in the future, Binance is a potential listing for any of these Base meme coins. Now, we still haven't seen a Binance spot listing, so we'll see what happens with that. But so far, so good. But honestly, that's about it for the update today on Mr. Miggles. If you guys are interested in Mr. Miggles or just market updates in general, then I always recommend you take a look at my Discord as well. I know right now the market's been bleeding, but I genuinely believe that conditions are going to continue to get better and better. We just recently had our first rate cuts. And as you guys know, we've been printing in the Discord the entire cycle. Some of these projects you could have turned $1,000 into over $200,000. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage. It'd be a blessing to have you in here with us. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are feeling about Mr. Miggles. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.